Hello everyone, Owl here, and welcome back to Up All Night Rumination, Session 3. In the last episode, we saw that there is some strong hinting that Nick is dating his therapist's daughter, which just feels weird on a lot of levels. Like when your girlfriend's mom knows more about your kinks than she does. That's just a weird time, man. Haven't quite figured out if he's a vampiric thrall yet, though I'm pretty sure he is, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. And Patricia's boss seems to be weirdly obsessed with Nick, which probably is also not healthy. So let's get back into it. Session 3. I've been thinking a lot about death lately. He was jittery this time, fingers picking at the seams of the couch cushions, legs crossed and tucked under him, wearing his shoes on my white couch. It's cool. He's not mentally well. We can be forgiving of this, but that is somewhat triggering. Not surprising. You said last time it's near the anniversary of the crash. Well, yeah, now it's basically is the anniversary. I don't know, though. It's just like all the time. About their deaths or yours? Both. Mine, mostly. Do you have any kind of plan? What? No. Just like, it'd be kind of nice to not exist. I keep wishing I died there. I guess I've always wished for that. I don't think they'd waste the opportunity like I have. We can run ourselves in circles thinking things like that, because it's something unknowable. No, I know it. I know it for sure. They would have done better than I have. Bree and Tyler would have gone up to the fucking mountains. The mountains? Nothing. Just another mistake in a long line of them. More failures. I think I'm about to make another one. No, Nick. The mountains. Aspen, where a bunch of people got murdered, including Patricia's daughter's best friend? Nick, please tell us more about your run-ins with vampires slaughtering people. Alright, let's see. Ask about the mistake, ask about the accident. No, I want to know more about this mistake. I need to know if this guy's a vampiric thrall or not. We haven't quite nailed that down yet. I'm leaning towards yes, though. Like, hardcore towards yes. What new mistake do you think you're going to make? I'm getting close to people again. I thought I could keep my distance, but I find myself getting too attached. Oh, and does Felix not like that? Felix was the vampiric overlord, and I don't think Felix likes the idea of Nick having friends. If that is what is happening. Is it about the girl you mentioned last time? I guess. I also think I'm getting too close to you. What do you say, Doc? What? Too close to me in what way? And this is the part where it turns into an adult visual novel. No, probably not. We should probably just carry on. I don't know, I was thinking maybe, you know, you and I, the club, a little dancing, you know? Actually, whenever I went to the club in college, I had a Puerto Rican friend who, like, really knew how to dance, and I would just kind of watch him out of the corner of my eye, and I would just copy his moves. So it looked like I knew I was dancing. I was just copying him. I don't know if anyone noticed. Certainly the girl, because the girl would always be facing me, and I'd make sure my friend was behind us. Pro strats, yo. I kind of want to know if Nick has the hots for me. I'm a little, you know. What were you thinking? What makes you think you're too close to me? Because we've only met twice in the past, like, 3 months. Well, I think we really connect. You feel that way because you've revealed pieces of yourself that you've kept hidden. This is a safe space, so I hope you feel like we've connected. Yeah, I do. He looked me straight in the eyes, and my heartbeat jumped into my throat. So desperate, so very, very desperate. His whole body screamed of desperation. Oh my. Continue. Patty, do you feel connected to me too? I feel connected in a way a therapist connects with a patient, Nick. I had to nearly choke the words out. My throat was dry. My whole body felt a wave of nervous heat course through it. It's got to be in my head, but he just called me Patty? You feel so far away over there. There's nothing physical about this relationship, Richard. I snapped at him, and he physically jerked back, eyes wide. Yes, he had been thinking along those lines. And I had called him by my ex-husband's name. Well... fuck. I have to go. I'm sorry, He got up and nearly sprinted from the room. He was pale and trembling almost as much as I was. I would say if they were both single, just go for it, but one, that's kind of a massive breach of ethics, and also, he is dating someone, so that's a no-no. No. Bad Nick. Bad. Naughty boy. The door slammed shut. I stared at the empty couch, then buried my head in my hands. Fuck. Bad end? Whoa, wait. Wait, what? What do you mean bad end? What do you mean end at all? I've had no choice. Oh, the pressing thing. Oh. There are choices, there's just not a lot. Alright, let's try it again. Alright, so instead of asking him about being in love with my hot body, we're gonna ask about the accident. Let's talk more about why you feel this way. What makes you so sure you're undeserving? What happened is horrible, but it did happen. There's no way around that. There's a moth in here. There are several moths in here. Why are there like 3 moths in... Mothra! Shoo! There's like 4 moths in here. Good lord. I have fly paper, but I actually kind of like moths. Imagining a world where it didn't. It can be a way of hurting yourself. He closed his arms around himself, as if it were all that were holding him together. But if I don't do that, then there's nothing there. I'm afraid I won't feel anything at all if I don't. Would you like to consider a referral to our psychiatrist? For medication? His voice grew sharp. No. I don't want anything. I let his refusal hang in the air for a moment, but didn't press him further on the topic. All right, just know it's on the table, if you change your mind. How are things going in other parts of your life, outside of relationships? I've been focusing more on my hobby than work. It probably shows, huh? He had a scraggly beard growing in, and the tears on his pants were more pronounced than they were before. I guess it did show. However, remember, sometimes focusing on a hobby could be the healthy thing to do. Not everything's about work. Has that been good for you or bad? Good, I think. For how distracting it is. Just wish it paid. I think I'd just scrapbook forever if I could make money doing it. You like scrapbooking more than you like me. It's kind of random. He said it with an entirely flat affectation, looking at me dead in the eyes. Okay. Oh, good to know I'm worth less than scraps of paper. Whoa, Nick, I think you're kind of jumping the gun a little bit here, buddy. I tried to protest, but I couldn't make a sound. Something made me feel like I was being choked. It was painfully quiet in the room. A rueful smile broke out on his face. Only joking. Of course that's better. Fuck, if I got paid to not be me, I'd jump on that. It'd be great for everyone, including myself. My pen rattled against the paper I was taking shorthand notes on, leaving a jittery line of ink hovering over the last words I had written. Richard used to joke like that, with a straight face and cold eyes. He'd only drop it when I started to apologize. Sounds like a real nice dude. When my eyes started to dart between his hands and his face, then he'd tell me he was joking, when I was so sure that it could never be true. Oh, sorry, I believed you for a moment. What makes you joke around like that? He shrugged. Makes me feel better. I guess. I guess I've always been a bit like that, but I find myself saying it out loud now. Do you think part of that is a defense mechanism? A way to stop people from getting close? You know, I never thought about it like that, but yeah, maybe you're right. That new friend I made, she doesn't seem to mind it. Have you asked her? Is it something you would stop if she didn't like it? I'd try to. It's not that big of a deal, just became a habit over time. I was thinking of asking her out. What do you think of that? I think that's a big step, but sounds like it could be something good. You've been talking to her for about a month now? Almost 2. So I'm not jumping in, if that's what you mean. I worry it's just because I'm lonely, though. That Maybe her being interested in me is the only reason why I'm interested in her. Whoa, Nick. I've been there, my friend. Sometimes you do have to take a chance, but I've definitely been in a relationship where that was the reason why I was involved. And, yeah, after about a month, it was really, really bad. It got toxic pretty fast on both sides. It was not a good time. That's not an uncommon fear. It's also something that you won't know the answer to unless you explore this relationship further. Do you have any more advice for that? How should I handle asking her out? We've both lost friends, and I feel like we get each other. Oh my god, it's so the daughter. We discussed how to pursue healthy relationships until the session was over. Thanks, Mr. Rathburn. I actually think these are helping. Well, take care. We can see how it went when we talk next session. Thanks. Oh, one thing. You happen to know anyone who doesn't come out during the day, would you? I'm sorry, what? I blinked at him, unsure about what he meant. So Felix needs food is where we're going with this. What would that have to do with anything? That's a little random. I don't know. I heard some rumors about people around this building acting weird, only coming out at night. Some guy went missing a month ago right around here. The question came so out of left field I couldn't help but laugh. Ha ha. What? Like a vampire or something? He nodded. His expression was deadly serious and flat again. Are there any moments you can't remember? Like a blank spot where a memory should be? He was making me nervous again. No. He shrugged and smiled. Sorry, I was doing it again. I don't mean to joke like that. It's a bad habit. My phone pinged while I was packing up for the day. A message from Katie. Hey, Mom. Have you heard from Dad? I think he was trying to call you. My heart jumped into my throat. I always hated talking to him. Dick. No, why would he want to talk to me? I don't know. He said he talked to some guy, the detective, maybe? Since he knew Grayson, too? Ugh, shit. Why the hell does he have to talk to me about that? He should talk to him about it then, not me. I told him that. Since you hate him. I don't... Katie, love. It's okay. I'm not a kid anymore. I know you hate him. I don't hang out with him every week. You know whose side I'm on. I smiled at that. Katie really was my little girl. My little girl who noticed the yelling behind closed doors and the red rims around my eyes, no matter how hard I tried to hide that. I remember the day both she and Grayson came to me while I was at work and asked if I was okay. Little girls, 12, and worried about things they shouldn't even know about. I remember telling them I was fine. You don't have to be on my side. Or a side. Yes, I do. Can't help it. Her next text was a string of hearts and happy faces. I smiled. A notification popped up over our conversation. A call from my boss. Patricia here. Hi, Patty. How are things going? Please call me Patricia. I'm not a fan of nicknames, Dr. Lavalette. Being called Patty made me feel like a toddler, and I needed all the confidence boosts I can manage right now. Huh, Patricia then. You can be so dull sometimes, dear. How was your appointment with that boy? Nick Torres, was it? We made some progress on relationships, only... I remember his odd question at the end of the session. Only what? Eager as ever to talk about other people's business. He asked me something strange at the end, about someone going missing around here recently. What? Nobody's gone missing here. Do not repeat that rumor. It's bad for business, you know that. Her voice was sharp, like a cold knife slicing through thin plastic. I know. I mean, he asked me if I knew people who didn't go out during the day. There's a few people like that in the building, but it's because they work all the time. It's not like they're vampires or... Did he use that word? What? Vampires? No, I did. I told him he sounded like he was describing vampires. Well, best not to mention that again, lest you destabilize him. Based on what I've read on him, he's likely to find the supernatural... unsettling. By talking about vampires? The man had 2 people die in front of him. I think that's what we need to focus on. Only 2? Maybe I looked up the wrong Nicholas Torres. It's possible. It's not the most uncommon name. Interesting. Okay, so Lavalette's kind of a dick. Always good to know when someone in charge of mental health care is an asshole. A chill shot through me. What? He had experienced more than he had let on? It's unprofessional for me to look at my clients outside of the service I'm providing to them. If there's more he wants to reveal, he can do it in time. But that question lingered there now, because I couldn't unhear the doubt in her voice. The question, the unspoken criticism of me and my possible lack of knowledge.
A thing to ask him next time, I suppose. Oh, and Patty, start answering your missed calls. There was a patient who couldn't get through, and some detective, Mr. Fletcher, I believe you said his name was? It seemed you've been dodging his calls for over a month.
I nearly choked. What? He called you? I don't answer unlisted numbers. I had blocked Richard's number years ago, but there have been a few times he'd gone through on an unlisted line. I didn't answer them anymore after that. If that detective wanted to talk to me, he can get a number that actually showed up on the screen.
You're going to answer them for now. At least until you talk to that detective. You don't need him bothering me when he wants to speak to you. At least respond to voicemails.
I didn't like being ordered around like that. It made me feel like a petulant child. And why should I feel that way when I was actively trying to protect myself? It was true that I'd started deleting all my voicemails from those numbers without listening. I had been gripped with a fear that it would be Richard hissing horrible things on the recording, so I just cleared them out.
I'll take that silence as agreement. Keep up the good work.
The call ended, and I was left standing alone in my office, with nothing but questions and formless anxieties for company.
Ooh, end of session 3.
Okay, so, Nick is starting to creep us out a little bit. Here's the thing. I can't tell if Nick is helping Felix find prey, or if he himself has become a vampire hunter. I don't think he himself is an actual vampire, because I think our sessions are during the day, and I don't believe Felix was able to go out during the day. Either way, stuff's happening, and I'm so freaking positive that he's dating Katie, and our boss, Dr. Lavalette, is a dildo. Just a giant, straight-up dildo. Not even a good one. Like a sad, used one found in good dollar will store. Yes, that's a thing. So anyhow, thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe anyway. And I'll see you guys in Session 4. Have a good one. Mwah!